final league of today. I'm playing some of black-green. This list is close to the list I played in the PTQ. I'm trying out some cards though. Trying out a couple Midnight Reapers for the mirror. I'm trying out a Carnage Tyrant main because there's a lot of control about at the moment. I'm also trying out a Contempt main for the mirror. I've got these Ritual Soots I'm trying out on the board because there are these like go wide to cap the Honor Guard decks that are showing up a bit on Magic Online at the moment. I want to see how the Rituals perform against those decks too. Modo PTQ top 8s, 1. Trophies, 0. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the Wildgrowth Walkers help a lot against red for sure. I think Wildgrowth Walkers are a necessary evil. They aren't like great, but they are very good against red. They're like actually pretty weirdly good against green-white tokens, I think. I've actually been boarding them in against green-white tokens and they felt decent. Alright, this is what happens when you have 4 6 drops in your deck. But I'm going to keep any land drop lets us District Guide on free. And then like things smooth out fairly quickly. They do not have a 2-drop either, which is a relief. It's quite a relief. Means we're not getting run over here on the draw. What? Why do I not play Karn? So this deck is already very good at hitting its land drops because of the Explore creatures and District Guide. And Karn's plus generally gets you a land. So in this deck the plus is not very helpful because you're generally hitting your land drops anyway because of how a lot of your cards function. You want Karn in decks that are mana hungry but like not necessarily consistently hitting their land drops as consistently as this deck does. I think Karn's reasonable though. I think Karn's a reasonable include. I just am not in love with it for that reason. Chupacabra, geez, we're gonna get run over so badly. They have 2 removal spells for our blockers. This District Guide just doesn't block here. At least we drew the Chupacabra, that's kind of something. It's actually pretty good, if we're being completely honest. Yeah, Karn's a bit overrated too, in general. This is also a true statement. I think Karn's like a pretty good Magic card, but certainly not great. Like, I'd say Karn is like just straight up worse than Golgari Queen in this deck. Hold back to make them choop me. I don't think they'd choop my... I guess you're right. I guess you're right. That's a fair point. This is so brutal. Their draw is lining up really well against us. Just like the mopey beatdowns on the play can be kind of legit. Yeah. You're correct, Heat Checker. You're correct. So they missed a land drop, but left Vraska on top because Vraska's kind of unbeatable. Honestly, we get to play 2 things into Vraska, so we are not out of this game by any means. Awesome. Are we playing Reaper or Jadelight? If we play Reaper, they like Chupacabra the Reaper, but we get a card off it. If we play Jadelight, they Chupacabra the Jadelight, which is like basically the same, I guess. Unsure. Like, this takes us a card deeper. I think I'm just going to Jadelight, though. It's, like, kind of rough if we hit 2 lands with Jadelight. It's, like, part of the issue. But I think it's fine. Yeah. This is my slight worry. I guess I can still block down their Jadelight, so it's, like, not the end of the world. This is definitely my slight worry, just like we're not guaranteed free power, so we're not guaranteed to even force the Chup anyway. But as long as we're gumming up the board and making sure we're not dying, we're like pretty happy here. They have Trophy for Vraska, but we do have a Carnage Tyrant that just stops them attacking forever, that we get to sit behind. Yeah, this is a slightly updated list. I don't know if it's better or worse, I'm just trying things out. Seeing how some different cards feel. So I think I want to double block one of these and not block the other one. So I think I'm playing Carnage Tyrant next turn since we know about this trophy that can kill our Vraska. And I want to be able to block down their stuff, and I don't want to expose Carnage Tyrant to an Edict. So this is reasonable. Play the land they know about, play our massive blocker. Massive blocker also partially invalidates their planeswalkers, which is great. Oh. If you hit exclamation mark deck list, you'll be able to see it. You can always see the current deck list of that, provided we're not playing limited. That is an Elvish Rejuvenator, sure thing. Hey! Struggle to believe that is better than District Guide, but maybe. I guess it ramps as opposed to just fetching a land. It's like not terrible. Interesting. If I play Vraska, she just dies. I could go Vivien plus. And then if they trophy her, it's kind of fine. I kind of like Vraska minus on Jadelight. You can like keep the board really clear to try and kill their Vraska quickly once she lands. It's not bad. Like, they're going to trophy this, but we're going to get an extra mana, which is helpful. Because we do need to take down their Vraska super quickly once she hits the board. So I feel like I need to do something proactive on that basis. The other option is I could Chupacabra Reaper this turn. Thanks, Jake. See ya. It was nice having you in the stream. Yeah, I think I'm just going to kill this, play my Reaper. That is nice. And we can still threaten their Vraska a fair amount. We're still, like, clearing one of their blockers out, right? We aren't letting them use their mana cleanly. Unless they really want to just, like, kill this Midnight Reaper, in which case we're really happy, because that means our Vraska's more likely to live. Am I attacking with the District Guide? Am I attacking with the Carnage Tyrant is the real question. I might be. They take 7, they go to 9. If they want to block this, I'm like enthusiastic about that. I guess they could trophy the Reaper and start swinging back at me, but then they just die to the Carnage Tyrant really easily. This is good. It is indeed fairly accurate from a flavour perspective, Nucleo, that is correct. Excuse me. I think I'm just gonna die to this Carnage Tyrant, right? This thing is stompy. Like, is a large and in-charge dinosaur. Rawr. Fearsome dino friend. Maybe I'm just meant to have more Carnage Tyrants main deck. If it's like this good in the mirror and good against control. Nathan with the resub. Thank you for like 14 months is so much support, Nathan. That means a lot. Everyone put some hearts in chat for like a super long sub. Thank you for continuing to be a Knight of Autumn. Carnage Tyrant does indeed appear to be a fair and balanced Magic card. You and Matty were the OGs. I think you were the first two. I don't know who was first. I don't know who was the actual first. But you were the first two. It means a lot to me. In theory I can find out. I could go look, Nucleo. I might do that later. Yeah, it has the dates on it, for sure. Matty was first, okay. Oh my gosh. Also, Nathan, you have a sword now. Like, 2 swords. You're like dual wielding the swords. Because we have the new sub badges. It's kind of sick. Oh, by the way, I keep meaning to say this at least like once a stream. Because like there are probably a bunch of people who don't know this. If you're a subscriber, make sure to link your Twitch and Discord accounts. Because we have a subscriber-only Discord. Which is pretty great. Pretty chilled out. I'm a fan. So make sure to check that out. Mr. That is a name you could give yourself, Nathan. Alright, they're letting me draw a card of this Reaper. Sick. This card is great too, jeez. I'm really happy with these changes. They've like looked good so far this game. Like obviously don't know if we're winning or losing this game, but you need the sword sub badge? Yeah, I think you're pretty close to it. I guess you're like 5 months off it, Amy. Not like too far. Over halfway. Yeah, 5 months. You're currently at 7. Opponent! What you gonna do? So we have 9 mana next turn. So I either just use Vraska or we can use Vivien to try and dig for a Chupacabra. We're already through 2 Chupacabras. So I imagine we're just gonna cast the Vraska. Has like the biggest impact on the board. I guess we can also just cast a 4-drop if we draw one that way too. Time does fly. Oh, they're dead? So you're saying they're dead? You don't say. They might be dead anyway. No, they weren't dead anyway. They would have chumped us. Now they are dead, though. Which is pretty nice. District Guide over Playcraft. Yeah, Playcraft is pretty bad in the mirror, sadly. I quite like Playcrafter in general, but I think it's just too bad in the mirror. The mirror is everywhere. Like, literal half of our matches online today have been black-green, so... And now they die. Carnage Tyrant! Turn 8 kill. Turn 8 kill in the mirror. Never happens. Dino Friend OP. Maybe I am just going to cut a Vraska from the main for another Tyrant. Maybe that's just something I should be doing. Like, just like, go down to, still have 4 6-drops, but have like a second dino in the main. Alright, I definitely want to do at least this. Want to like, trim a 2-drop. I'm never sure which is worse. Which is the worst 2-drop in the mirror. Because Seekers Squire is better at blocking Chupacabras and such. District Guides. So I guess they don't have District Guide in their list. Whereas Branchwalker is better at attacking into Jadelight Rangers and trading with Jadelight Rangers. I think Branchwalker is a touch better, but why not Phyrexian Scriptures? It's a card I want to try out, but I'm worried Phyrexian Scriptures seems awkward against Vivien and Vraska. Like, you play your Scriptures, you get a counter on a creature, and then your opponent plays their Vivien or their Vraska, and you lose the game, because it's just like such a big tempo swing. But I guess it's just like how those Planeswalkers work against literal everything, so... if you look on the Stream Decker, you will see the Jeskai list. I'm still really unsure. I think the trophies are good. I think I want the trophies. I'm like still iffy on them. I think Golgari Queen's quite bad when you're on the draw. It's like hard to leverage her properly. Just like debating this third dinosaur. It would probably have to be versus a 6-drop. So it would probably be Vraska versus Carnage Tyrant. How do I feel about the mono blue deck? I actually think that deck's like not bad. That deck is not bad. I think it's quite good against... I'm also unsure about Duress. I always like want to bring in a copy or two, but don't know what they would possibly replace her. I think I want to try out trophies post-board. I've been cutting them, because giving your opponent extra mana really sucks in these mirrors, but I think I just need them. How do I feel about the mono blue deck? I think it's like actually decent against black green, which is rare. And I think it's this hand is fine. I think it's decent against black green, like probably a slight favorite even, depending on how you build it. I think it's I've not played it either side of it against control, but I have to assume it's decent against control as well. The main problem is like it really sucks against Chain Whirler decks, but those aren't exactly being like highly represented at the moment, right? Druid is like a nice option if you don't want to play Llanowar Elves, I'll say that much. Yeah, your 2 losses were against mono red. Yeah, that would be roughly what I would expect. Like I think the mono blue deck is pretty decent, for sure. We're in trouble again, but last game we were in trouble when we cast a Carnage Tyrant and easily won, so can but hope. I almost want to play the Reaper, force them to use this Chupacabra, draw a card, towards like, no Elves in the list. Elves is only good in the mirror. Elves is the only matchup where Elves is better than medium, and there are lots of matchups where it's quite bad. But no. Feeling pretty far behind this game, not having a 2-drop. I think this could be a tough one. Kind of want to allow them to Chupacabra my Reaper just so I can dig a card deeper. Just like try and find something to do that's more impactful than this district guide. That actually counts. That actually counts. Kill the Jadelight. Yeah, Chainwhirl is a big reason, Amy, for no elves. Elves just like completely sucks against Chainwhirler, completely sucks against Deafening Clarion. It's like a bunch of decks. I have a Carnage Tyrant in hand. I'm pretty disinclined to trade here, I think. Even though the damage is obviously not great for me. I don't want to expose my Tyrant to an Edict in a couple turns, and I might have to use Vraska's Contempt this turn, so... Right. You were meant to be my dino friend. You've betrayed me, dino friend. You've betrayed me. They have the memorial too, so if we like trade our dinos off, they just get to get theirs back, which is not great. This time we are blocking the Chupacabra. In fact. Since now our life total's under a bit more duress here. Interesting. Why are they hesitating? I'd be pretty surprised if they have played Crafter in post-board. Card kinda doesn't do anything. Ah. This is awkward. I take 10, you're to 2. Go on 0 outs. Can Tyrant block their Tyrant and I still just like very much die? Alright, these Tyrants. God damn. I just want a second Tyrant in the main, I think. This card is really messed up. I mean, I guess I'm just running it back. I'm pretty happy with how we have the setup for the post-board games. I don't think we can really change anything with Carnage Tyrant in mind, just because there are no good cards against Carnage Tyrant. Other than, like, your own Carnage Tyrants, I guess. How do you deal with a Tyrant? You hope it runs into your Tyrant. Eldest Reborn doesn't deal with Tyrant most of the time. Eldest Reborn just kills like a Merfolk Branchwalker. Most of the time. Like, sometimes you're gonna get lucky. And like, they're gonna be on a creature like draw, and you're gonna be able to trade off your bodies with their bodies. And then, because of all of that, you get to Eldest Reborn their dino. But, that's really unusual. It's like far from guaranteed. Land. Come on, Branchwalker. Show me a land. Oh yeah, it's even a green land. Well done. Good Branchwalker. You working hard for me. Yeah, you mostly can deal with a Tyrant by just trading off your Tyrant with it, Amy. Which is, like, not the dream, right? Do I want this Chupacabra? fine. I already got one in my hand. I'm gonna like Findbroker this one back later if I need one. I kind of want to guarantee I don't miss my 6th land drop on turn 6. Yeah, we get to Findbroker on 5 anyway, for sure. Which is very reasonable. Ooh. Jadelight Ranger. That seems optimistic. I guess if you get the City's Blessing, it's not bad. Like, some games the boards stall out, right? And then it's pretty decent. So many edicts. Are they gonna miss their land drop here? That'd be hilarious. Oh. Heartbroken. Heart is broken. I think I'm just killing that druid. Slow down their mana. Am I attacking with this Jadelight? I think so. I think there's like not an unreasonable chance they block. With us having guaranteed Tyrant on 6, pushing damage is like kind of relevant. I do wonder if I'm overrating Vivien in the mirror slightly. Vivien is like amazing everywhere else. In the mirror, she sometimes feels like the tiniest bit too slow. She is so good against the rest of the metagame, but she does feel a tiny bit too slow in the mirror sometimes. But she's still very good. Like, you still like get games that she wins like without outside assistance, but Oh, Vivien is absurd against Doom Whisperer, yeah, Nana. Vivien is very strong against Doom Whisperer builds. Just like incredibly punishing. You spend 5 mana to kill their 5 mana play, and you have a Planeswalker left over. Wow, fine. Oh my god, they're so dead. They spent their turn finding back Explore creatures. They are quite done for. Oh, I need to update the title. You're right, Scotty. Sorry. Golgari Midrange. I want to guarantee Tyrant next. I guess Vivien basically guarantees Tyrant next turn. I don't know, I feel like I just want to run out creatures. I can get back this Chupacabra, just run them over, they like play a blocker next turn. Chupacabra it if it can actually block any of our creatures. Seems nice. I'm doing pretty well, Scotty. I am doing pretty well. Feeling pretty positive after my result on the weekend. I'm like really happy with how much the stream has been growing too. It means a lot to me. Yeah, Findbroker Eldest Reborn is not fast. Alright, I can either Chupes plus Squire or I can Tyrant. If I Chupes plus Squire, we hit them for 7. And then we just go so wide, they probably die. I have to imagine that's like better than Tyrant here. As like sick as Tyrant is, yeah, opponent's conceding. Sure. Yeah, double spell run them over. I agree completely, Heat Checker. Strong agree. I am gonna go get some water a moment. I'm a tiny bit dehydrated. I will be back in about 2 minutes, and then we'll keep jamming some black green. This deck is excellent, so excited about it. Alright, I am back. Yeah, there was a lot of Golgari, especially in the later rounds. My last 4 rounds in a row were all mirror matches. Alright, let's do this thing. Thank you to everyone hanging out on the stream today. Awesome having so many people watching. This is a great hand. Hit our land drops, and then we got some decent top end too. If you are like really enjoying the stream, please consider sending a subscription my way. Especially if you have access to Amazon Prime, you get access to a free Twitch Prime sub. Also, random shout out that most of my content gets uploaded on YouTube after the fact, so if you want to check out previous streams that have happened, you can see basically everything there. I'm glad you like it, Tyken. Ooh. I have to imagine this is... like, they're on the Dawn of Hope deck, right? I don't know how many creatures that deck runs, but I assume Chupacabra is just bad here. I'm gonna assume this is not good here. I don't really know their list off by heart, though. I might be incorrect. Like, I assume they're on, like, Wraths and Planeswalkers. Dawn of Hopes. You watch from you. That's the real reason to watch, and we all know it. Alright, letting them untap with this lets them draw a card, but I want to keep developing my board here. Ooh, this is so good against them. But I need land drops. I have to ditch this. I need to find my land drops. It's like kind of sad shipping the Vivien, because Vivien just seems amazing against their deck, but you beat Dawn of Hope plus Divine What the hell, Dokamoy? At least they don't have lifelink. Opponent doesn't get to draw cards. That's kind of terrifying though. Right. Well, getting max punished for shipping the Vivien because we drawn 2 lands in a row. So we could be casting Vivien next turn, but instead we are feeling sad. I think I'm just going to kill this thing before they can draw any more cards off it. I honestly have no idea like which of these 2 I meant to kill. Or if indeed I meant to kill either of them. Honestly have no idea. Literally never seen this deck in action. Unsurprisingly. Like if we kill a Dawn of Hope and they play a second Dawn of Hope, we feel really dumb. I guess I wait for them to do their scry first, huh? And then I do it. I think I'm just going to kill this Dawn of Hope, since it's like really crucial to how their deck functions. But I don't know that this is correct. This is something that would be like a lot more obvious once I've played against this deck once or twice. Quasi-duplicating Dimir Informants. The dream. The dream you are living in at Nucleo. Alright. They can minus. That's a decent minus. I guess Khan still dies at least. Woo! Good draw. Good draw, Autumn. You great. Oh my god. Magic is great. Do I want to trade one of these off? Kill Khan, kill the treasure map. Is that better than having both my 3/2s still around? So I could kill this, send a 3/2 at Khan, a 3/2 at them. I guess then I have the Vraska that can kill the treasure map next turn. It's gonna flip before then. And then they have a bunch of cards stored up. I'm unsure. Having more than one creature in play would be nice. Alright, I'm gonna trade off a 3/2 of this construct and kill the treasure map, I think. I think I just want to like deny them this card advantage against our active planeswalkers. I did, Adam. That is... yeah, that makes sense, right? Because otherwise, yeah. That means we can't kill the treasure map. I obviously just don't know how magic works. Because now the construct kills our Vraska. Clearly, I do not know how magic works. I'm getting the map or the construct now. Yeah, I have a single Tyrant main now. I also have some Midnight Reapers, and I cut the Plague Crafters. If I kill the map, they just get to send the construct of Vraska, which is not great. I didn't really predict this happening. I should have seen, like, once you send both at Karn, they just let them both through and keep their construct, right? It's, like, really obvious. But I guess this is fine. Still just gonna, like, slam our Vraska and she's gonna take over. Everything's a-okay. Also slam Carnage Tyrant. We slam this Vraska. Contempt is scary. I'd kind of like to be able to eat a Dawn of Hope with her, like, next turn. This is fine. This, like, forces them to have another Nova. Jeez, Adam. That's awesome. I'm, like, really interested in that card. An Expansion Explosion in that deck. It sounds very reasonable. Okay, I think I'm plussing. If I minus on this, I get to play the Squire, so I still play around Eldest Reborn. Maybe that's reasonable. Minus on this, play a Squire. If they play a Dawn of Hope, I don't get to kill it on sight though. Yeah, I'm just going to plus. I just want to be able to kill Dawn of Hope the moment it hits the battlefield. Make sure they don't draw any cards off it. Contempt. Yep. Gross. Yeah, the monkey stops out Eldest Reborn. Yep. Or the pirate. Yeah, that makes sense, Adam. That actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Memorial can get Tyrant, which is nice. Just want Planeswalkers, right? Am I memorialing back Tyrant? Is that the plan? Okay, I have a decent clock going. I guess we're through 2 Novas already. I almost just want to Squire here. But this is fine. I have the second Memorial in case they, like, draw a third Nova. Hey. Correctly predicted a card in their deck. Alright, well, I'm happy I'm getting back this Tyrant now. Also, Eldest Reborn is terrifying. Eldest Reborn from a deck with Wrath of God. Much scarier. Interesting. Right, hit them for free. And cast this Dino. Discard the Squire. Wow. Alright, no second Eldest Reborn, please. No second Eldest Reborn. Cool. Resolves. That's fair, Adam. I don't know. Felt like I kind of just wanted to get this going. This is like the tiniest bit late to the party. At least they exiled the scary Vraska. They exiled the scary Vraska, which is good for us. And we can get this Vivien from our yard, because she's very good against that deck. Honestly, they don't really get to do much with this Eldest Reborn here, huh? I didn't even use my one time. For one time in my life, I did not one time. Sure. Golgari Queen it is. Play Find? Oh yeah, I should probably play Find, I guess. To get back Chupacabra. I kind of wanted to save Find for the Findbroker almost, though. But I guess I have Memorial for that. That's legit, Adam. That's legit. It's probably just meant to fire off the Find there. What's the second best deck? At the moment, probably Jeskai. Because it's, like, decent-ish against black-green. Are we on the hope they don't have Settle the Wreckage plan? But it's still early in the format, right? Things could change a bunch. Still very early on in the format. Yeah, there's a lot of green-black. Green-black is very strong Socraster. I guess I don't need to kill this Lantern. They might have the Ballista in their deck, but they don't get to activate it the turn they cast it, and then we get to minus on it, so whatever. I'm gonna fire this off. I've got Find to get creatures back anyway. They have a Contempt. Rude. Okay, this means if the Squire hits a spell, we have Lethal next turn. That is a good spell. There are many, many creatures that draw a card in this deck, Og. There will be at least 3 competitive decks. I'm not too worried about this format. I think black-green is very beatable. People just have to figure out how. Like, black-green is resilient, is the thing. So it's going to take us like a little while to figure out how to beat it. But it's definitely possible too. I'm not too worried. What are we cutting? So do we want more Tyrants? I'm not convinced Tyrant's actually good against some Contempt is. Because of the Planeswalkers. Bant with Explosion. I'm actually kind of tempted by that tech, Adam. It sounds delightful. It sounds delightful. I think the Tyrants are, like, not great against Wrath of God. Oh yeah, Chupacabras kind of suck too. For sure. They might be boarding in, Lyras and such. I guess we're pretty good at answering them. They're only cutting a couple Chups. How might I say? I'm very good today, Mark. Slept really, really well. And, really happy about, like, how many viewers I've had this stream. I've been feeling a lot more confident with my play as well. Like, last week I was playing really poorly on stream, I think. I was getting, like, pretty bad results as a result. Whereas this week I've been feeling a lot happier. I don't know that I want to cut all of these. But it might be correct. I can't think of anything else I want to cut. Just having, like, a couple Chupacabras does just swing things there. But we're pretty good at killing creatures anyway, if need be. This is probably fine. I'm glad you enjoyed watching it. I'm gonna try and do that whenever I top 8 an event like that. Because it isn't too much work for me. It also doesn't throw me off. It's not like streaming where I'm, like, actively commentating my thoughts. The things I'm, like, saying on that video are just, like basically what I would say to myself if I was on my own, so I figure I might as well throw it up. It was quite frustrating. It was the tiniest bit frustrating. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm gonna keep this. I'm not mulliganing this hand. Tapland City Not ideal, but I don't think I can reasonably mulligan this. It has like everything we want in this matchup. Duress into creature into like Flame Tongue Planeswalker. That's pretty good. Huh. Can I get away with not Duressing this turn? Kinda just want to like run out the Branchwalker this turn. I do need to improve my flame arc, you're right. You're right. Letting them get a land is fine. I think I'm just going to run out the Branchwalker, Duress them next turn, see a card deeper into their deck before we fire off the Duress. We still get to keep Karn out of play this way. Do I want Finality? That is okay. I'm going to keep it. They're going to like Wrath us in a couple turns. Having the Find means we don't have to worry about a Wrath too much with the Duress. Jeez. The card advantage is online. I really want to Vraska minus next turn, so I'm going to fire off this Duress this turn. And probably trophy them whilst I'm at it. And then next turn Vraska minus gets to eat one of the trinkets. Dawn of Hope, Cleansing Nova. Well, I can kill the Dawn of Hope. So I guess I'm taking the... Cleansing Nova just doesn't matter, though. I'm just going to take the Dawn of Hope. Just like, as long as we kill their artifacts and enchantments, their deck doesn't do anything, right? As long as we keep them off these artifacts and enchantments, their deck doesn't actually do anything. And then I think I'm just going to kill this treasure map. You put a card on top, that's scary. Hopefully it's not Karn. If they have a Karn, it's problematic. Karn specifically is an issue, but other than that, I think we're in a good spot right now. Okay, they shuffled away the Scry. Cool. That's pretty good too. That's what it does at the moment, is reanimate a Branchwalker. I lied, it's not actually good. I think I'm just gonna fire off this Vraska minus on the compass. I want to kill this within like the next couple turns. The Maze of F is fairly annoying. And then we can discard the Jadelight to this Eldest Reborn and just find our creatures back. To make sure they can't even like get anything with us. Wow. That's a magic card. That's one I haven't seen in a while. I'm just going to cast this Branchwalker. I want to find my land drops. My Planeswalkers. Midnight Reaper. I don't really want them reanimating anything. So yes, I'm keeping this on top. I can like cast it, sack it to the Vraska as like a draw 2, right? Which is kind of nice. Alright. I think Big Vraska or Vivien is more powerful. Definitely Big Vraska, but Vivien is very, very good. I think Big Vraska's messed up, Mark. Like, Big Vraska's so absurd. But Vivien is very strong against like a very specific subsection of cards. Well, this is awkward. We're gonna lose to this Profane Procession now. I don't know how we actually beat the Profane Procession. Other than finding like another Planeswalker. I was really leaning on the vote of Vraska to kill this soon. Like, I almost feel like I have to ditch anything that doesn't deal with the Procession. Yeah, I find that very strange, Socrasta. I'm a bit surprised about that myself. I don't think Doom Whisperer is terribly good in the mirror, but... God damn it. Oh, sure. Resolves. Right, I'm not casting another creature for a long time, because I don't want to let this flip. Because that seems like a way for me to lose. So, here we are. Yeah, I agree, Ranger. All the guilds are well supported in this set. Like, all 5 of the guilds have been represented in, like, a major deck so far, right, to some extent. Yes, we're just staring at each other from across the table. That's really good. I mean, kinda. It digs them towards good cards. And, like, we don't have anything going on if we let them have these creatures either. Like, we let them have the Midnight Reaper and then suddenly all their creatures cantrip too. I think it's really rough for us if the Profane Procession flips, honestly. God damn. This game's a bit out of control. As I let them have the binding so I can duress it. I just don't think I can beat them having 3 extra creatures on top of everything else they have. Like, I'm aware I kind of need to use the Seekers Squire to dig for a Planeswalker, but I just literally do not think I can beat them. Let's get this game super over, right? I could draw a Vraska next turn, or a Vivien next turn. I guess I give it 1 turn. I can give it 1 turn. Take the binding, right? Right. I'm gonna wait 1 turn, then we're probably conceding if we don't draw a Vivien or Vraska. Have I tried Journey to Eternity? I have not. It's like, the flip side's pretty awkward against Assassin's Trophy, is one of my concerns. It doesn't seem terrible, but... I mean... it's technically an okay-ish draw. If they draw horrifically for the next several turns. Yeah, or they like Vraska's Contempt your creature and you're already sad, yep. It's another possibility. How do I feel about Izoni and Elves main deck for the mirror? I've considered trying out Izoni in the sideboard for the mirror. I think the mirror is probably the only place you want Izoni, but it is very good. It's like probably worth a sideboard slot. I just don't like Elves at all. But I think Izoni could be worth a sideboard slot. Alright, this game's over. We're never winning this in a million years. Let's move on. Yeah, Izoni versus March of the Multitudes. One of those cards wins in that equation. One of those cards wins in that equation. It is not Izoni, shall we say. Yeah, Stitcher 7 and Glowspore Shaman make Izoni pretty messed up, for sure. I'm gonna keep this. It doesn't have creatures, but has everything else we want. Deck is loaded with creatures. I'm just gonna fire this off turn 1. Alright. The hand is not great. I guess our hand is also not great, but I'm just going to fire off another one of these, I think. Take the Contempt. I really don't want them sticking a Dawn of Hope. I guess Vivien blows up Dawn of Hope. I don't know, I think this is fine. Alright. Well then. Oh, destroy Jadelight Ranger. Hey, that's also good. That's also great. Even cantripped. Delightful. Can I explain my reasoning for having 4 Duress in main deck? This is game 3. I'm definitely not playing 4 Duress in the main deck. I think that would be an aggressive decision. I agree. I agree that 4 Duress main deck would be a statement. Sure. Doesn't make it really matters what I grab there. Obviously have to play the one out that I grabbed there. Vivien Plus does just get contempted into oblivion. She's like kind of important to have around. Could just fire off the Seekers Squire instead. Not expose my Vivien. I think I'm just gonna do that. All these creatures cantripping for us. Cantripping their little hearts out. Every single creature in play has replaced itself. I think I'm just gonna keep firing these off. Like, I don't... Like, at the moment I only get 1 for 1 off this one, right, by a Wrath. It's like, whatever. How do I feel about Reaper? I might dump the Reaper in the yard. Reaper's kinda nice against the Wrath. It's like, not terrible. Green-black Drogo. Ugh. What am I doing with this Reaper? It's like hard decision point. So the upside of keeping Reaper is hey, give a little hug. I hope it was a good nap at least. Why not keep it? I kind of want to be like a card closer to a Vraska. And it's like pretty low impact if they wrap our board, and like we can like find and recast a creature alongside this, but it's probably fine if we're being honest. I'm probably meant to keep it. Isolated Chapel. Ooh, exciting. Dawn of Hope. That is exciting. I'm just gonna kill that nonsense, I think. Yes, I attack all and then I kill that nonsense. Because they don't get to draw a card anyway. Do I even care about it? You just play the Reaper, attack all. That's actually like fine, right? Then they have to kill the Reaper or else I'm gonna draw a million cards off their Wrath. You like attack all Vivien plus. Maybe. I think I want to Reaper and attack. I think I like this the most. This works out pretty nice for us. Yeah, it triggers that many times. Knacked. It's like pretty nice against Wrath effects. Where did you top 8? I top 8'd the online PTQ on Saturday. Yeah, exactly, Mark. Midnight Reaper's just so good against Cleansing Nova. No, I'm just playing really slowly, okay? I should be playing faster. For sure. I do not disagree there. Just like 7 hours of Magic in a row, I'm starting to slow down. And by starting to slow down, I mean I've been playing slowly for about 3 hours. That is correct, Nat. Ooh, enjoy K. That sounds great. Yep, their Cleansing Nova would be a Lava Axe that draws us 5. I did not stream it with a delay, but the top 8, the albeit brief top 8, is uploaded on my YouTube channel. If you want to go check it out, Hug. What are my thoughts on the mono blue tempo deck? I think it's entirely reasonable. I think it's like pretty good against black green and pretty good against control. I think you can never beat Goblin Chainwhirler in a million years. So if people are playing Chainwhirlers, I'd be hesitant, but it's a fine deck. I think mono blue is not great for the deck. For black green. I think there are black-green builds that are bad against Jeskai and Esper, but I think my build is like actually decent against them because of the Tyrants. Not sure. I think you could probably build a Fog deck to be good against this. You could probably build a Ramp deck to be good against this, though obviously one doesn't exist at the moment. Yeah, I haven't seen a Chainwhirler in a while, Ranger. I don't know that we've seen one today. We're like 12 matches in. Alright. Go exploring. I wasn't playing Eldest Reborn anyway. I kind of hate Eldest Reborn. I'm gonna be greedy and bottom this. I've got to explore creatures to find me lands. I kind of hate Eldest Reborn. Hey, I mentioned Chainwhirlers, and here we are. Shock horror. I'm not playing Plaguecrafters though, because I think they're quite bad in the mirror. I wanted to be prepared for the mirror. Ooh, that's sick, Freed. Good job. That is quite excellent. I'm going to play the one that guaranteed doesn't die to Chainwhirler. If it becomes a 2/3, that's obviously dreamy. How can I hate Eldest Reborn? It just never does what you want it to do. It's like not a reliable magic card. Like, in the mirror, I've seen it a bunch of times just be like, edict your Branchwalker, make you discard a land. By the time it returns something, we're like 2 turns deep. So, like, you spent your 5 mana developing your board a bunch. Like, it's like a fine card, but I think you need it with, like, wrath effects to make it really good. Which, makes it less good in black-green. So there are a lot of times where black-green's just not keeping the board clear. You're, like, gumming up the board with your creatures against their creatures, but you're not keeping the board clear to actually ensure you're edicting the thing you care about. And I quite like this number of Tyrants. I think Tyrant is pretty excellent. Have been very pleased with Tyrant. Alright, this game is... I guess they only have 2 cards in hand. If they can't kill the Squire, we have a chance. Maybe I meant to do the Branchwalker now. They'd have spammed the Chain Whirler if they had one, right? Like, missing on the spell with this would be really brutal. Alright, I think I want that District Guide, just to ensure my land drop next turn. Like, gets to block Lava Martyr potentially. They're gonna swing and then, like, chain wall me. Not many people use it, Gavroff. I use it a lot more than most people do, for sure. I am a fan of that particular adjective. It was popular in 1960s America, pretty much. It's been a while. I watched, like, too many old movies when I was young, so I blame it on that. I'm gonna go to 9. Bit scary. I hope they don't have a Phoenix in hand. I mean, you can beat a Frenzy pretty easily because of the trophy and the Vivien, but Phoenix is terrifying. Lava Martyr's now a 1/2, adorable. Right. Fire off this Branchy. Awesome. Great draw. I think I'm going to attack with one of these. Just with the 2/2. Need to start, like, turning this corner. It's possible I'm not being aggressive enough, but I feel like I'm in a pretty decent position. I guess they could have a second risk factor this turn, which would be problematic. That would be typical usage, indeed. Piège pawn. Honestly, I have no idea what to do now. Are you playing the same 75? No, I've changed about 6 cards, OD. Changed about 6 or so cards. This is a tough turn. Yeah, that's my thinking, Sacrasta. We can deal with the creatures really easily at this point. Oh, did I actually pronounce it correctly? Awesome. I was kind of rolling the dice on that one, but I do not actually know correct French pronunciation. No! Arrgh! Grump. Alright. That's problematic. Oh. Am I really spending a trophy on this stupid lava runner? I might be. I think I'm doing this. I can answer Frenzy really easily, I just can't answer burn spells. As soon as I hit a land, I get to Vraska minus on the Chain Dweller. I'm not convinced this is correct. I was like a bit behind this game. Sick. Alright, obviously there's a decent chance they can kill the Vraska, but if they're doing that, they're not killing us. And then Vraska turns this corner really quickly. If they had a lava runner, they'd have cast it post-combat, I assume. But I do need to turn this corner, like, fast. So they have a risk factor in the yard. I'm gonna attack. I'm not convinced this is correct, but... Chain Dweller, yep. It's pretty decent. Really need like a Chupacabra here. Okay. Vraska down. Apparently my attack was greedy somehow. How dare I attack my opponent? Like, I need to Contempt the Chain Dweller to do anything this game. I guess I'm going Find plus Contempt this turn. We're gonna go up to 9 though, which makes this risk factor a lot less scary. So we're honestly not in a terrible position. I'm gonna hold back the 2-2 this time, now that we know they have a lava runner. I think it was worth getting in the 2 damage when we didn't know, but now that we know it isn't. Vivien, uptick, grab land, Contempt. Oh, that's legit, Mark. That's interesting. That might have been better. Did we have enough mana? No, we're like 1 mana short there, Mark. We're like 1 mana short on that one. I think I'm going to take 4 now. Because I still have 5 life then. My clock isn't the fastest, but I think this is fine. Like, if they brick off for a couple draw steps, we're going to win this. We do need them to brick, but, you know. Chain Dweller, oh, Firebrand. That puts us on 4 life. How many lands are we running? 24. Loads. Correct answer is loads. Is this the Vivien turn? That's really scary. That's probably correct. Just need to, like, generate as many creatures as fast as possible, right? Branchwalker, Jadelight Ranger. Sure. I'm not convinced that I'm not just playing Squire here. I think I'm just playing the Squire. Has less power than the Jadelight. But I guess if they want to trade Firebrand or Jadelight, I'm kind of into that. So it means the Firebrand can't go face. And we're not exactly like lacking in creatures, what with Vivien upticking. But do we have any life gain left in the main deck? I don't think we do. Because if we did, I would just like snap put this in the yard. I don't think we have it. Oh, we have Vraska Golgari Queen. Okay, that might be enough of an argument. So we're going to have enough creatures with Vivien uptick, right? I also want to find an answer to a Chain Whirler, otherwise we can just never attack. Yeah, I'm just getting rid of this. Because I also just need a way to kill Chain Whirler. Overall record of green-black. Honestly, I didn't play much green-black before the PTQ. Though today we are currently 2-0 with it. We played Jeskai up until now. We only just moved on to green-black about an hour ago. Chupacabras. Quite excellent. Alright, is there any life gain in the yard? There is not. Yeah, we only have the one small Vraska Sacrasta. I'm not like the biggest fan of her, but she's decent. I think I just want the more Chupacabras. Just like make sure we don't have to worry about Chain Whirlers at any point this game. Then I lead with Squire, because if I hit untapped land I can play multiple things. So like we need this info for the rest of our turn. Alright, again we're just... I guess we've got Chupacabras for Chain Whirlers now. We've got plenty to do next turn though, already. I'm just going to put this in my graveyard, keep digging for small Vraska. I've not tried Phyrexian Scriptures on the basis that I think it's probably not very good. Right, how much stuff can I attack with? Kill their 2/2. I play Arena a bit. I mainly play it off stream, but I might start playing some on stream. I mainly do some limited on Arena. I find that pretty fun. Yeah, that was rough, Appleton, but thanks for the congrats. Still like very happy with my finish, even if things didn't go entirely optimally. I think I want to attack with both. There's like the hasty 2/2. Getting my opponent dead is very relevant though. I mean, I could just send Jadelight and not District. It's worse versus burn spells, but it's better versus like the 2/2 haste. They haven't drawn much burn this game though. They've drawn 2 of the 2/2s. Alright. Yeah, there's only 2 lava monsters left, you're correct. I got there. Took me a moment. Oh yeah, the top 8 games are not pretty. They are hard watching. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I think you're right, Lurch. I think you're right. We'd like go to 4, but then we'd get to kill their Firebrand, so we wouldn't actually be dead to a lightning strike anyway. Awesome. Right. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As I just fire off this Chupacabra anyway. and then fire off the Findbroker, and then they're like super dead next turn. Alright, we just need to fade burn spells here. As long as they don't have a burn spell in hand and top deck a burn spell. They could also have Risk Factor. Risk Factor would almost certainly kill us if it's in their hand at the moment. If they draw it next turn, we might be able to survive though. I'm going to get back the Vraska because she can get a blocker out of the way. You never get to the ultimate with Vivien because they're already dead, yep. Oh. So we're dead to Chain Whirlers, Firebrands, Lightning Strikes, Shocks, Wizard Lightnings, Viashino Pyromancers. Yep. Rough beats. They're only drawing to like half of their deck. It's not that likely. Gross. Bring in these Scavengers, bring in these Walkers, bring in this Contempt, bring in this Deadweight. Don't know how I feel about Ritual of Soot. I suspect it's not actually good in this matchup though. Take out our Dino Friend. It's kind of awkward. I used to take out Plaguecrafters in this matchup and they're not in the deck anymore. We would have beaten that if we had Findbrokered into 4 mana Vraska. We didn't have we had the 6 mana Vraska, Bobbin. Oh, you mean if we had a second Vraska in our deck? That would make sense. Thank you, appreciate it. Very happy with the finish. What else do we want to take out? Bringing in Scavengers and Wildgrowth Walkers, I can probably cut these District Guides. I used to just like keep all the Planeswalkers in, because I'm so scared of Frenzy, but could maybe cut a Vivien. Oh, you'd prefer to cut Vraska? Maybe. Vivien finds Wildgrowth Walkers, huh? That's fair. Find isn't fantastic. Kind of. They have to kill the Wildgrowth Walkers and then you get to find them back. But I could see cutting one. Yeah. Reasonable. Find is fine. It's probably slow though. I think I'm happy to cut a copy. Could honestly see keeping in a District Guide over one of these. Probably over a Find. Just like ensure we always have something to do. Let's try this. We're bringing in the Wildgrowth Walkers, so we actually have more cheap stuff to do than we do pre-board. Yeah, Vraska 6 is one of the ways to deal with Frenzy. I don't want to board too low on that sort of stuff. Killing Frenzy is important. This hand is great. Very, very reasonable hand. Seekers Squire gets killed, then our Dino gains us some life. How's the Jeskai matchup? With this build I actually think I'm a slight favourite because of Carnage Tyrant. I think there are black-green builds that are like slightly disfavored versus Jeskai. I don't think the matchup is nearly as lopsided as people say it is though. Haven't they unbanned Rampaging for Ferocidon? Who could say? It's like kind of an awkward look. Ban a card and then unban it like a little bit later. I really want to cast Chupacabra next turn. I don't really want to cast this Scavenger unless it's gaining me life. I can also save this for Phoenix. I'm just going to play Memorial and say go. opinions on the Doom Whisperers. I think they're not great in the mirror, but there are other places where they're very good. They're like amazing against mono red because they close the game so quickly once you've stabilized. Like, I've always been very impressed by Doom Whisperer against mono red. So that's like a legit place to have them. But I think they're pretty bad in the mirror. Whatever that's worth. Yeah, the elves are very good in the mirror, Bobbin. Agree. Ferocodon is done. Like, I'm not unhappy to have Ferocodon banned at the moment. That card can stay out of standard. Yep. Bye bye puppy. Alright, well, hopefully they don't have a lava coil in their hand. Because if they don't, this is going to be pretty strong. I guess they can like bolt plus ping it and still hit me for 2. Oh yeah, Carnage Tyrant was MVP for me too. Jeez, lava coil so good here. We're actually in a lot of trouble now. The Scavenger gaining us life could still give us a chance though, for sure. Like, definitely not out of it. And we have Find to recur the Scavenger once they kill it the first time. Alright, let's go Branchwalker plus Scavenger. I think that sounds awesome. Oh, I can eat their lava runner down to a 1-2. At some point, I think I'm going to be gaining life for the time being though. But I agree that that's something we can do at some point soon. It's like a decent one. I think I'm going to ditch it. I got the Findbroker to get a puppy back at some point. We've got fines in our hands if we hit our land drops. We've got like so much to do with our mana. I think getting rid of the puppy is fine. Am I attacking for 2? It's like kind of an aggressive attack. I think I need to hold back for one more turn. I guess if they bolt both of these, like they're hellbent, kinda. This is tough. I think I'm just gonna Scavenger, not attack this turn. Like, recurring Scavenger is quite a coherent game plan. Yeah, my long game's actually looking decent thanks to the Scavenger for sure. Oh, wow, do I just eat the risk factor now? I don't get to gain life, so I could still die to a bunch of burn next turn. But that was an oddly timed risk factor. Alright, we gotta cross our fingers they don't burn us out here. If they don't, we're in a pretty decent spot. Because we get to swing with the Scavenger, start eating their critters from their yard. Thank you. Alright, didn't go to my face. They have like no burn, they have like very little burn in hand, or it's all like expensive and clunky. Oh my gosh. I'd like to get back my Scavenger friend. Rawr. Mighty Dino Friend. To the rescue. Alright, this game's feeling a bit safer for me now. Do you believe in Izoni? Izoni's fine. I think Izoni's very good in the mirror. Okay. Mighty Dino Friend, to battle! Do I want to Chupacabra or something? So they can't trade with the Pyromancer? Kinda-ish. Yeah, this is why Find is good, for sure. This is why we keep in, like, a couple copies. And why you might want the third, but I'm unsure on that. I don't want this as trading with the Pyromancer. Like, pretty happy if it trades with the 2 Firebrands. So I think I just want to cast the puppy this turn. Just get the blocker out the way. Boop. Om nom nom. Ooh, that's kinda nice, Bobbin, yeah. That is the truest grind. Yep. Deal. And next time we get to recur it again. I guess we get to, like, cast Find here, even. This might be a bit aggressive. We're only through the 1 Lava Runner, but whatever. What has happened has happened. It cannot be undone. What's the best position deck against green-black midrange? Mono blue's okay against it. Woo! Is this the actual dream? I think this is the actual dream. Mmm. Tasty, tasty Phoenix. Just playing the, like, eating stuff tribal deck. Ravenous Scavengers. Alright. Sack isn't optional, it is. If there's no target, it doesn't, the ability can't trigger. Yeah, it's one big block. It just can't trigger if there's no target, as far as I'm aware. That was a good dino. That was a good dino. Maybe we do just want this. I'm gonna try out a sec, bringing the 3rd Find back in based on that game. Like, we do need to be able to kill Frenzy, but we still have 6 ways. We don't even know how many Frenzies their list necessarily has. Let's try this. Have I liked the rituals? I've yet to board them in. Cannot possibly comment, Bobbin. They're intended for, like, the white weenie decks that have been going around online. We'll see if they're actually any good there. We have life gain at least. Uh-huh. Alright. Oh, that's fair, Freed. A couple Duress, just they protect like your Wildgrowth Walkers, yeah. Could see that being good. Santa's nice, but it can definitely lose. Like they have the one drop into 2-drop, which is like a decent part of beating this. 1 drop into 2-drop into Bolt the Walker. Yeah, going second is hurting a lot. For sure. I don't know what I meant to do. Like, I can play the Walker. Just, like, cross my fingers they can't kill it. Or I can play the Branchwalker, but then if it, like, hits a land, I get destroyed by Chain Whirler. So I guess I have to do this. And, like, cross my fingers on the draw against, like, 1 drop into 2 drop. Yeah, I think we have to play Walker. I agree. I agree. Obviously, the sad part of all this is scavenging away our Walker. It's, like, not ideal for us. Because we kind of want to be able to find this back later, but we've got the dino to find back. Indeed, Mountain Mage, indeed. Truly the big times. Alright, 1 dino shall eat another. The Circle of Life. Don't actually know the lyrics, but... Please don't kill this one. Don't have everything. You did not know this stream supported cannibalism. Yeah. Doesn't usually. You're mildly sure dinosaur cannibalism was unaddressed. That sounds likely. As long as they don't have a risk factor, we're actually in a pretty decent spot now. Or a Chain Whirler. Chain Whirler also strong. We have 2 sources of life gain in our hand. We have the Scavenger in our yard to recur later. Yeah, they would have played a Whirly Boy for sure. They could draw one. You never know. As long as my opponents don't play cards. Exactly. Well, since when have my opponents ever played cards against me? Sounds unlikely. Deal. Experimental Frenzy. Let me introduce you to Vivien Reid. Like to reclaim that. Thank you. Hey there, Alessia. Good to see you. Ooh, Lava Runner. They can kill the Vivien here, but they lose a 2/2 in the process. It's like not even clearly good for them. Yeah, I guess they have to. They have to stop me finding Wildgrowth Walkers, right? Makes sense. We get to trade this off whilst it's whilst there isn't a Chain Whirler lurking. I can get back the Scavenger. Oh my god, this is so great. Oh, I love this deck. This deck is wonderful. So much recursion, just like nothing ever dies. We continue our feast. third scavenger of the game. What is dead can never die. I guess this is good too. Alright, I think we're gonna win this one. Get that distinct suspicion. As long as I don't time out, we're gonna win this one. Ooh. I'm actually gonna get rid of that. I kinda want to hit lands. I think one Wildgrowth Walker is gonna be enough. Ooh, this finds explore creatures and kills Frenzy. It's like everything we want. Everything we could ever want. Everything we could ever need. Time out for the against mono red for the memes. Ooh, that's a Boros charm. Deal. I guess we're casting Scavenger this turn now. MTG bot does not have a tier 2 sub, Alessia. That is correct. Thanks, Mountain Mage. I'm glad you like them so much. I am a big fan of them. I'm very happy with how they came out. Could probably be more aggressive here. They're not killing me ever. You did just come back to red clock. There is some red clock going on right here. Against mono red with somehow 10 minutes down. Mistakes were made. Ooh. Now we don't even have to use up our Contempt. I don't know how we possibly lose this game, other than like literally just by timing out. Alright, trade in this Deathgorge with their Pyromancer so we can gain 2. Oh, we have 3 Vivien. Vivien is great. I mean, we've been missing land drops across there somehow, some way. Yeah, bolting down the Jadelight. Deal. Which game is this? Is game 3, Amy. Relieved to say. Nice, easy 3-0. God, I love this deck. Every match is a 2-1 too. Every match is a 2-1. Gotta keep it close. Keep it competitive. Ooh, what is Hobart's message? I need to... People aren't told enough that they rock. Oh my god, thank you, Hobart. I appreciate that. That's really nice to hear. Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out, Gavroff. That match was as delicious as all the food that our dinosaurs ate. That was my tournament, Bobbin. That was the PTQ. The PTQ, like 5 of the 7 rounds I won, I lost game 1 and won both post-board games. It might have been even 6 of the 7 rounds. It was like absurd. What do I think about this versus Blue-Red or Jeskai? I think if you play Carnage Tyrants, you're probably favoured. If you don't play Carnage Tyrants, you're probably an underdog. So I think it's like closer one way or the other than people give it credit for. I would agree that Jeskai is a favourite over like super stock black green though, for sure. One thing I'm going to be trying, probably in my next league, is replacing a Vraska with a second Tyrant in the main for the control matchups and for the mirror. Vraska's absurd in the mirror too, but Carnage Tyrant just like assassinates all the planeswalkers. It's great. How do I feel? How do I like the green-white matchup? Honestly, it's been kind of okay. Once I like figured out how to play that matchup, it's been like pretty even. I thought the matchup was terrible, but I played it in the PTQ and it was fine for me. Why is it all about Carnage Tyrant instead of Vindmare? Because Deafening Clarion exists, which kind of hoses Vindmare. Yeah, exactly, Bobbin. Vindmare versus Clarion is sad times. What do you think about Karn over Vraska 4? I like that Vraska 4 actually interacts with the board. I think that is like a big part of her appeal. I came 8th place and then lost in the quarters. I was 7-0 and then lost 3 rounds in a row. It was kind of brutal. If I was on the draw, I think I'd actually keep this. Alright, this is good. This is a very good hand. Already got lots of like 4s and 5s to do. I kind of want to find a free drop. Ship this to the bottom. Do mulligan occasionally. Once in a while. It's not a common occurrence by any means. Mono white is best deck in standard. Fight me. Oh my god, Daniel. Mono black aggro is better deck. Whew, these takes. These takes. They are not very hot takes. I'm a bit scared of Grixis. I have to assume Grixis is not easy for us. We shall see. Probably just going to draw a Carnage Tyrant. Win very easily. I'm actually pretty okay with this getting countered. She wasn't even going to do very much on this board, since we wanted our 5th land on time for Vivien. Ooh, Vivien, let me introduce you, Bolus, let me introduce you to my friend, Vivien Reid. She's quite a good friend. Boop. Vivien's bow hunts for dragons. I guess we're keeping this trophy in hand, because I kind of want to take down the Bolus. Vivien's going to find us creatures anyway. Let's see what we find. Jadelight. Ooh. I've seen Spell Pierce in the main, like literally today we've seen Spell Pierce in the main deck of these stupid Grixis decks. So I think I'm just going to fire this off before the Jadelight and play really scared. Ooh, they don't have double black in their deck, they're just splashing for Bolus. They're literally blue-red dragons. They're the blue-red dragons splashing for Bolus deck. I should probably play around Syncopate, I guess. Feels stupid if I draw a tap land, but... Alright. Cool. Vivien versus the Flying Tribal deck. Decent. I have no idea, Haluk. I know some of the people I talk to about Magic reckon they're actually like not terrible. So I don't want to be too harsh on the deck. I wish I knew what was in the deck. I'm not really sure what to play around with my sideboarding. Like, we kind of need Chupacabras to kill their dragons. I kind of want the Carnage Tyrants because of counterspells. We kind of want, like, Duresses because they're kind of controlling. Okay, I just want to board up to, like, 70 cards. That's an exaggeration. I probably don't want this stuff. Honestly, Vraska's Contempt's probably worse than all my other removal too. Kills Sarkhan, but doesn't even kill Sarkhan properly on the play. On the draw. Oh, sick. That's pretty good going, Shade Minion. That's a very good record against Green-Black. I think this Vraska eats up Sarkhan all day long is the thing. Kind of want to take out the Contempt. I think I want some number of Duresses. Yeah, that's what it's been like for us as well. We faced green half our matches today have been. That's an exaggeration. Like a third of our matches today have been against Green-Black. There's a lot of Green-Black around at the moment, for sure. What am I cutting? I honestly have no idea. We want so many cards in this matchup. Maybe the Tyrants aren't actually good. I feel like they're gonna have a bunch of sweepers though. You want all number of Duress? I think I agree. I think I probably agree. Wondering if this just actually isn't good in this matchup. I'm unsure. Go down a Find. Find's pretty good if they go attrition-y. Maybe though. I guess we're not using the Finality side. Unsure. It's possible we just don't need 4 Chupacabra. Like, they don't have that many dragons. This is very whatever, but I'm gonna keep. I guess if they're bringing in sweepers, our 2-drops do get a bit worse. So we could cut like a 2-drop. Missing our 2-drop in this matchup, especially on the draw, is pretty rough though. We need to pressure them too. I don't think red is good against green-black, if green-black builds its sideboard correctly. But it also depends on how you build red. But if you put enough life gain cards in the sideboard, then the hyper-aggressive red decks don't get there. I'll put this in the yard. I kind of want to draw some high-impact spells, or Duresses. We've got spells for the next couple turns anyway. Putting it in the yard also means we can just like run out the Findbroker on 4. That's scary. Certainly scary. Let's just take down this. Put this Sarkhan down to 1. Then I think I'm running out the Reaper because it's better against a sweeper than the Jadelight. Yeah, I think I agree with that, Lassie. Red's just not very good. People are prepared for it. It was disgusting for like a week. And then people adjusted. They started playing Moment of Cravings and Wildgrowth Walkers, and it's just not a terribly impressive deck anymore. Doom Whisperer and Green-Black is good in the mirror, and not very good anywhere else, in my opinion. Though I recognise not everyone is of that opinion. I'm going to get rid of this Jadelight, and I get to a trophy plus Find next turn. Ooh, what? Lava Coil against my Midnight Reaper. That's brutal. That's so disgusting. Technically spewed a piece of information there that I shouldn't have. You shouldn't know that I have a land in hand right now. If I just led on this. It's like not too relevant, but it is something. I need them to not have Niv Mizzet, but Niv Mizzet's pretty bad against our deck in general. I don't know if you really want Niv Mizzet in against the Chupacabra deck. Yeah, for sure, Lassie. People have been trying to make mid-range red decks work to get around that problem, and like I could see them getting there, but they aren't there quite yet. Phoenix is absurd. Yeah, Phoenix is very strong, for sure. How would I build mono red? Honestly, don't know. Not really a red player. Pretty bad with those kinds of decks. Suspect the answer is I wouldn't build mono red. Alright. Oh, they could have an Ionize here, but we've got Find to get this back. Kinda want to play this in case they have Ritual of Soot, so. Also, getting Ionize out of their hand means Chupacabra is more likely to get to kill a dragon. How greedy are we gonna be? Like, I need to kill this bolus. Oh, this is the punishment, I guess. This is punishment for running the Findbroker into the Ionize. They have a counterspell here, we're probably dead. Yeah, they could have Essence Scatter, potentially. I don't know what's in their list already. I don't know much about, Grixis Dragons, if I'm being honest. Glad you've been enjoying the list shop. I think it is quite delightful to play. Whew. Vivien. Interesting. That is a good fiery cannonade. Am I just hoping they don't have another Ionize in hand now? Resolve my Vivien. Problem is, if I cast Ranger and Brick on a land and they cast a bolus, I lose Vivien. Which is really bad for me. I think I'm just jamming. Thanks, Teresa. Appreciate it. It's pretty good. I guess the negate was going to get Vivien anyway at some point. There's no dodging that. They can go bolus with negate back up at any point they want. Alright. We have to fear Eldest Reborn as well, is also an issue, but just like obviously running back the same play from last time. Take two. Took the Branchwalker instead of a Jadelight, because I really don't want to have to pick the lands off the Vivien. This lets us cast both our spells this turn. Alright, if I cast Vraska. They didn't have negate last turn. They do have Ionize up now. I'd like to get myself out of Eldest Reborn range soon if possible. Might have had Syncopate, yeah, that's plausible, for sure. I think I agree with just playing 2 critters. Yeah, creatures are also good for that reason too, yep. Agreed. So I want to play around Cannonade by leading on Ranger, I guess? So if this hits a spell twice, then it lives through Cannonade. Alright. Sure. Sick. I'm happy to discard the district guide to Bolus. I've got Vraska, so play around Star of Extinction. Oh my god. Hopefully we don't get Star of Extinction out. Alright. Four and 0. Is this going to be our first trophy? I hope this is our first trophy. That'd be quite hype. Mirror incoming, most likely. 4 and 0 bracket, right? Has to be the mirror. Alright, this is going to be my final match for this evening, I think. So, hopefully I can finish it off nicely. It's just when you 5-0, you get the trophy. I 4-1'd like a lot, but just like keep fading those 5-0s. No Playcrafter, yeah, I think Playcraft is really bad in the mirror, so I'm trying out a list about them. This is great. I just want land drops. I'm going to put this to the bottom. The Fabled Boros Guildgate. Will I open all the chests? I'll open like a chest or two. Honestly, I kind of need to sell some of them, so I can top 8 a PTQ but not trophy a league. This is accurate. I was playing a lot of very bad decks the first couple weeks of the format just to try and learn the format. Oh yeah, White Red Angels is a great matchup. It's a very good matchup for us. Because we just have like all these Necrotols in our deck. I'm actually going to keep her on top. If we are against White Red Angels, Vivien's just absurd, and we have the Ranger to dig for lands. So I'm not too concerned about missing land drops here. We're going to like get free looks at more lands. And Vivien's just amazing against their deck. Bad decks, aka Turbo Fog. I mean, you're not incorrect. You are not, in fact, incorrect. Oh my god. Chupacabra into Vivien. They're gonna need, if they have Shalai into Lyra, they can get us. That's also pretty absurd. I guess they started playing good cards. How do we win anymore? Feel pretty dead right now. They are in fact not on Boros Angels. Phoenix is one of the best cards in the format against black-green shop, for sure. It's somewhere in like the top 5 best cards in the format against black-green, as we are currently seeing. Treasure map, wow, they are grindy. This is kind of sick, honestly. It's a nice direction to take the deck in. I don't know how I win this game. I have to kill this angel. It's like non-optional. Thoughts on Eldest Reborn? I think Eldest Reborn can be a bit awkward. Lots of times it just doesn't quite do what you want it to do. Like, we don't sweep the board at all. We just play mopey creatures. And like, often our mopey creatures stare at our opponent's mopey creatures. So as a result, it's very hard to edict the thing you want to edict. Imagine a Phoenix behind Shalai. Oh my god. You know, if we draw Contempt, this game becomes quite easy, for sure, but we only have the one Contempt. Unsure Freed. Remains to be determined. Scriptures dying to Vivien and Vraska is awkward, but it obviously has upsides. Sweeping the graveyard is very nice. As is, like, letting you rebuild your board first before your opponent can. Luke MTG, thank you for coming in Night of Autumn. I appreciate you. Appreciate the support. Everyone put some hearts in chat for our new subscriber. Means a lot to me. Also with the Twitch Prime, if any of you out there have Amazon Prime, remember you get 1 free subscription per month with Twitch Prime. What am I doing here? I guess I just have to hope that I am indeed running the Nassif strat there. It works for him, okay? I guess I go Vivien Plus and hope to find a Chupacabra, and then I can take this down. I don't think I can just like try and race my opponent here is the thing. I think this begins with Vivien. Thanks, Prodigy. Appreciate it. I'm very, very happy with the result. Oh, yeah, if they attack me, I can Finality it too. Yep. You're correct, Heat Checker. And if they attack Vivien, we, like, suddenly can win the race. No Excellence Binding. Ooh. Oh. Jeez. They are actually just red-white mythics, huh? And now we're dead in the air next turn. This matchup used to be incredibly favourable, but the Phoenixes are a problem. Do I have to attack with both my creatures and then Finality? I guess that's the plan. What beats this deck? Rekindling Phoenix. Rekindling Phoenix, as we are currently seeing. Alright. I mean, it's not really living, but maybe we draw Contempt next turn. Would like to make my Chupacabra a 4/4, please. Oh no. Still should be playing 4 Contempts. I mean, if people start playing more Phoenixes, people need to start playing more Contempt, so I would agree with that. I bottomed the Contempt earlier. It's pretty heartbreaking, I did not notice that. Good shout. Also sadness. They did Field of Ruin us at some point, though. They are in fact Field of Ruining us again. This is bad. I wanted a forest, right? Ooh. Alright, game plan. This is decent. No, I'm going to Assassin's Trophy on their turn. I don't want to go to 1, particularly. Oh, the Explore guys could hit our land for the trophy next turn, for the tube next turn. That's fair. Yeah. No, that's interesting. I'm not sure what sequencing's better. Yeah, I add more power, for sure. Yeah. No, that might just be better. Getting the extra power on board is really relevant. Like, ensuring we kill them before the Treasure Cove takes over. Yeah, I think we probably were meant to do both of these and the trophy. It also means they don't know what's coming, right, which could change what they do. That has like very non-zero value. Orc. Alright. Change of plans. This is gonna be a tough one, I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, not technically dead. Fade everything, literally everything. Alright, well, crossing my fingers here. They're gonna get to put me to 1, so we die to Aurelia. They put a card on top. That's not ideal news. Yeah. I agree. I don't think it's unlikely it would have made a difference to the outcome, but I agree playing both Explore creatures with the trophy just works out better. Alright, Contempt or Trophy, or Chupacabra. Are they mono 4-drops? I guess not. I guess they only have these 3. Still a lot of 4-drops. Okay. Interesting. Mono mythics. Indeed. Alright. Alright, let's bring in this Contempt. Kinda want to bring in the Scavengers to help deal with Phoenix. Doesn't help that much, but it does help a bit. Do we want Carnage? I was kind of wondering. It does kill people. I don't know. I think I'm taking out these Reapers. I think our life total is a concern, just like not too much of a concern, but a bit. I want to take out the District Guides too, because of Clarions. Yeah, it does shop, it does. It's also slow. But it might be good enough. It is not a mythic, but it is something they'd play. Oh. I don't know, this might be too many 6s against their deck. They seem kinda deadly though. I think this is decent. It's worth a try. In before they have Cleansing Nova in their deck post-board. Yeah, I think they just cut the cheap creatures, Luke. I think they're just not playing the aggressive stuff. In which case your curve is like crazy high, I guess. Well, yeah, Walker gets out of Clarion range, I did consider that. It's definitely not irrelevant. There's something to play next turn. It's kind of low impact though. I think I'm gonna ditch it. There are lots of cases where I keep explore creatures in these situations. So I'm not convinced ditching it's actually incorrect, but who's the mythic deck now? Oh my god. If they don't have Phoenix on 4, we're in a decent position. Like, we get to start chewing through their treasure maps then. I have no idea. Of course, this has not looked terribly impressive to me, but I could believe that it's decent. You could probably build Grixis to be decent against black-green. You're super off blue-white in Modern. I suggest playing more blue-white, and then you'll enjoy it more. My two decks in Modern are blue-white and Tron, so I think both of those are excellent decks. I think the other good decks at the moment, I like Spirits a lot. I think Dredge could be very strong, based on what I've heard as well. Dredge is like kind of terrifying with Creeping Chill. Some sort of Holy Diver Steamkin deck. Those are delightful. If nothing else, those are delightful. Alright, this was... well, I'm going to say best possible draw. It's a pretty good draw. That makes sense, Freed. Makes it easier to kill the various humans and such. Okay. be aggressive. Be aggressive. I mean, they have to kill this Vivien. They play an Angel, I get to Vraska it. They play a Phoenix, I've got Contempt. Why not play Lantern? Oh my gosh. We are a pro-Lantern stream. I need to play Lantern at some point soon. I haven't played it in forever. I just haven't had a good spot to fit it in the schedule the last couple weeks either. It is a Rekindling Phoenix. As this means the map gets to flip, which is not ideal. Anyway. We do what we do. Like, we're going to have so much card advantage, I don't care about the map too much, provided they just don't have too many more Phoenixes. We can kill the next Phoenix with Vivien plus Chups. Have I seen... Yeah, I've seen that deck shop. I don't really like the look of it. Seems very much like a house of cards that just comes tumbling down a bit too easily. That is something I'm very okay with. Them spending their turn, half their turn field of ruining me is entirely alright. Ooh. Alright, let's just pick up this Vivien. Interesting. So I could just go Chups Branchwalker, force the Clarion. You're feeling 21 out of this Jadelight. It's a good Jadelight, it's doing work. I kind of like how Chupacabra, I guess we now have Vraska, so we can actually answer Phoenix. Just about. Everyone says we just Vraska plus. That's gonna be fine. Hey, cat. I don't want them getting 2 damage on my Vivien. If they have a removal spell for the Pirate, I'm just going to sit back. I feel pretty far ahead on this board. That's fair, I could have attacked first. See if my opponent chumps. No, I feel like I just generally want to hold the Chupacabra. Feel like as long as I stop Phoenixes, I'm in like a very good position here. Yeah, Lantern with Trophy seems sweet. You get to start maining Surgicals then, which means you can actually beat Tron and KCI. It's like actually really interesting to me. Like, you could legitimately just play Lantern with like, I have to believe there is a build of Lantern that plays like 4 trophies and 2 Surgicals in the main. 2 to 3 Surgicals. Ooh. Another burn spell? Jeez. I get to kill Vivien. That's kinda gross. I think we're gonna be fine, but it's obviously decent for them. Alright, what am I doing? Vivien, blow up this, blow up a token, play a Branchwalker. Although I accept that I'm finally casting this stupid Chupacabra. I can't go Vivien plus... Oh, I can go Vivien plus Chupacabra. Oh, wow. Alright. I'm sold. I think Phoenix just doesn't even do, like, that much at the moment, so... Just want to ensure they can't attack down my Planeswalkers at all. Okay. We're going to be on the draw this next game, which is going to be tougher, and obviously we drew the Contempt, which made this game a lot easier. If people start playing more Phoenixes, you just need like at least 3 Contempts all of a sudden instead of 2. Still don't know how I feel about these Carnage Tyrants. I kind of want Wildgrowth Walker, because now we've seen History of Benalia. It's like good against Clarion too. It's honestly not terrible against Phoenix. I think I like the Wildgrowths, I agree. I think Vraska is pretty poor on the draw too. She's just going to be too hard for us to protect. Oh my god, Freed, that's absurd. 4 inescapable plays. How can that possibly be good? That's like unreal to me. On the draw, she's just going to be too hard to protect from History of Benalia and such, I think. I think she's pretty good on the play, because you get to kill treasure maps, but... What do you think about this hand? Has no 2 or 3. But... if they don't have Phoenix, these cards are very good against their deck. We get 3 draw steps to find a 2 or a 3. Yeah, if there's a 2 or 3 on top, this hand is great. In like the top 3 cards. Like actively great. And like all the Flame Tongue Kabus are really strong against their deck. Rough against any of their card advantage engines, that's true. We don't take a Karn out off the playfield. I don't know. I guess this is a mulligan. It's like a really sad mulligan. Alright, well, this hand has a plan. We're like 67% together. Thing is, if we miss, we literally don't get to play Magic. Like, I think doing nothing till turn 4 is just a death sentence, but... maybe. 68% is like reasonable-ish. 67% rather. Yeah, I think we're meant to mulligan that. Looking at those numbers. Yeah, it's not that encouraging, for sure, Alessia. Do I want this? It recurs my explore creatures, which is not bad. It does not answer a Phoenix. I guess it's fine. I think I'm going to keep this. We've got our land drops. We've got some decent creatures to return. I'm going to attack here. So if they attack with the knight, I'm pretty happy trading. Because I have this this Finality on top of my deck. Yeah, the problem is the Phoenix probably gets to come down before the Vivien, so the Phoenix gets to keep Vivien in check, but... we've not tried with Doom Whisperer yet. I kind of want to try the PTQ winning deck some point later this week, but I'm currently just tweaking this build. I've been very happy with it. Like, all the changes have felt really good so far. I think I want a third Contempt in the 75. Also don't know that Ritual of Soot is actually any good. It might be a bit cute, but... I want more green mana than black mana generally. Oh, they shuffled away the Finality, that makes sense. I was trying to figure out why they did that. That makes complete sense. I'm kind of okay with it though. Uses up a very large chunk of their turn here. I think mono blue is pretty decent. I think it's good against black green and good against control, which is a nice place to be with a deck. It's very bad against the red decks though, which is like the one problem with it. You can just never beat a Chain Whirler to save your life, but it's pretty good. I actually feel like we're in an okay spot here. As long as they don't have a Phoenix, like, this Vivien just cleans up a lot of their big threats. Oh, you've had good success against the red deck? Sweet. I've heard, like, differing reports from other people who are playing the deck, but I've not played it myself. Black-green is hard. Interesting. I was mainly going off what I've heard from other people, so that's like really interesting to hear. I haven't heard from too many people about it. I don't like Llanowar Elves. I'm like probably going to test Llanowar Elves at some point, but I think they are not great in this deck. What am I doing with this Vivien? Could just cast her and plus. If they have removal spells, they get to attack her, but... like, obviously, binding is, like, awful for us. Minus on history. Huh. That's like the one thing I didn't consider. That's interesting. It takes a lot of pressure off us. He takes a lot of pressure off us. Just gonna plus though. Yeah, Findbroker's great. Now we sit back, protect the queen. That was what I was scared of when I cast the Vivien. Binding is kind of brutal. We really need to draw a Vraska now. Well, we do have 3 in our deck, so it's not that improbable. This Chupacabra doesn't get to block anyway, right? So it should probably be attacking. Oh no, this is for... ignore me. I can't read magic cards. Alright, just pass the turn. Yeah, we have 2 trophies main. I cut the 1 from the board. The 2 in the main have been decent though. Oh, we can trophy the binding too. That's a good point. Like, trophy on binding's a really big game. Losing this is gonna suck. I'm kind of tempted just to take 13, so that they can't kill this. Then I gain 6 back anyway. Whatever. The triple history of Benalia draw. What is this? It's kind of terrifying. I think I need something more high impact than Branchwalker. I was playing around them, like, dealing 4 to this with the Lava Coil. I think I'm going to ditch this. I need something more high impact, right? At the moment. It gives me some life off the Scavenger too, which is not the worst. I'm definitely attacking with this. I have the free fall back to block. Could also just attack all. Probably trades like a Findbroker with a knight. This is fine. Alright, Dees. I am very happy that they're chumping a token off there. That is quite exciting, honestly. Getting that out of the way. This makes Find worse, but I do think I want to gain the life. Considering they have a history of Benalia in play. And creatures are going to trade off soon anyway. If I draw Finam, that's true, Reid. Good point, well presented. Did not think of that. I just like cast it, target Findbroker, I keep 2 creatures, they keep none. It's like actually kind of disgusting. This game's been interesting. I have no idea if I played this correctly. Like, we could have done all sorts of different things on the turn we cast Vivien. A Finality here would be amazing, for sure. So I think the plan for tomorrow, by the way, is I have to do my podcast recording in the early afternoon, so I'm going to be starting a bit later than usual. But it's not ready yet. But after that is done, I'll be firing up the stream a bit later than usual, and we'll be playing some Modern. Planning on some blue-white control and Tron practice, I think. Right, I just take this. Do I mean noon 30? Actually a bit later than that, Amy, but excellent point. Oh my god, ooh. Gain 6. Make this, like, even more insurmountable. Yes, I would like this Vraska. That sounds amazing. Am I attacking with this Wildgrowth? Thanks, Cat. Appreciate it. What's the modern practice for? I need to decide on a deck for a GP in like 3 weeks' time. Yeah, you reckon we send the Walker? We're gonna have to block. Like the history's going nuclear this turn, which is not great. We get to block most of their stuff though. This is probably fine. We have a bunch of free power creatures to block with. Nice. Now the Wildgrowth is lethal at any point. Alright. History is why you liked trading last turn, yeah. That makes sense. I did not consider that one. It is a long history book. So many chapters. Oh my god, what? The hidden mode. They have discovered the hidden mode on their card. I've never seen that happen before. This is great. So we get to untap Vraska the Binding, Vivien the Aurelia. It's a lot of life, for sure. Not too concerned though. Right, block these. I guess I'm just gonna chump the knight. Trade these here. And then the scavenger doesn't actually get to gain life because of the vigilance, huh? That's annoying. Maybe I want to keep my free fall then. Oh, they have first strike? What? Yeah, this has first strike, these don't. Only this has first strike. I want to do this. Keep my free 4 in place since it blocks so well. Imagine if history gave first strike, oh my god. That would be something. It's already quite strong, like... Casual gain 21, yeah! And yet. And yet. It can all come tumbling down. Boop. Boop. I think I'm not attacking, weirdly. I really want to protect my planeswalkers. As much as I'd like to also get in like 7 damage. We knew the Vraska was coming. We saw it off Explore Trigger. The draw has been reasonable, but like that's because we're playing the best deck, right? That card does not do anything. Thanks, Amy. Oh wow. plus my Vivien. Guess I get this. Minus my Vraska. Play Vraska plus. I think I'm attacking with the Walker this turn. So much Vraska. Vraska's great. Would I consider... I don't own any standard decks on Arena is the problem, Cat. I'm gonna be... I'm like half planning on streaming some drafts on Arena at some point soon. Because Wizards has requested that I do that, so... Seems pretty interesting to me. Alright, I will admit that was me drawing well. I will freely admit that. All skill. Clearly. Cast my Jadelight Ranger into graveyard, put it on top. I think we're gonna get the trophy. Rare occurrence. I don't really see how we conceivably lose this game. Come on, trophy. Come on. Yes. Oh my god. This is a pretty nice ending to the stream. Star of Extinction. Oh my god. Ranger. That was nice. That was heckin' nice. Alright, we'll open a couple chests. I'm not opening them all, but we'll open a couple. This isn't actually worth anything. Curse your lack of a 5/0 emote one day. We don't crack all the chests, but I crack some. I guess this is fine. This is probably worth a few ticks. I sell most of them, but I crack like maybe a sixth of them or something. How many times do we cast Tyrant this league? I don't know. We cast it like a few times. It was like pretty decent. I was happy with this in the main deck. I think I would continue with this in the main deck. The Midnight Reapers are really solid. I was very happy with those over Plaguecrafters. This card just like felt really good to me. Any changes? I don't know. I want another Contempt in the board. Maybe over a Ritual of Soot. That has to happen, for sure. I agree with that. Beyond that, I'm not sure though. Do we have more Contempts on this account? We do. Anyway. I was very happy with this. There is like an argument for a second Tyrant main, but that would mean cutting a Vraska, which I'm not into the idea of. So I don't think I'm gonna do that. Ooh, Misplaced Ginger is also playing some black green. Alright, I'm gonna send y'all over to Derek's stream for a raid. Before I head off, oh my gosh, asking Nuclear about the fancy macro. Before I head off, this is slightly out of date because it doesn't have my actual stream schedule on it at the moment, because I need to update it for this week. So this is slightly out of date, but check out my YouTube. Upload all my content that I stream on there, like generally the night after I do it. Sometimes I'm a day late, but check out my Twitter. You can see my stream schedule at the start of every week, see how I'm doing in tournaments, etc. Check out the podcast I'm on, Proven Combatants. And a huge thank you to my sponsors, Card Hoarder and Axion Now, who are both awesome. And also, if you're a subscriber, check out the Discord we have. Link your Twitch account and your Discord account, and you should have access to it. Anyway, I'm going to send y'all over to raid Misplaced Ginger. Thank you very much for watching, and good night.